I should be live. Hello. Testing. I'm also trying a like filter thing today. I think it should change the color of me as I go along. I should be live. Okay, I am live. Yay! I am also noticing that it's at 13. But hopefully when I get to the part in hell, then I'll be more... Oh, I'm kind of purple now. I also realized I didn't do the bad ending for the common route. Hold on. I realized I didn't do the bad ending for the school mystery common route. Wait, I'm gonna... I didn't search it up beforehand. Wait, this is really fun. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. The insanity high, right? Don't think it matters. I'm just trying to do the bad ending. Chapter 4. Oh, well. Speedrun through this. It's not your fault, Hibiki. Going to hell. Both Seiya and Minami seems to be like the popular type. So I'm a bit scared of them. I don't know why. Oh. Common route suggests ask about Seven Wonder. Insanity, yeah. I can't get distracted. I need to focus on the Seven Wonders. Are you one of the spirits of the Seven Wonders of the school? His crying intensified. He's too upset to talk right now. But I knew I couldn't give up. I've been spirited away. I'm searching for the Seven Wonders to find my way home. Suddenly, the boy stopped crying. His voice was softer, almost a whisper. Hibiki suddenly appeared and deflected something that was flying towards me. I was so startled that I fell off my chair. Had it not been for Hibiki's intervention, one of the other chairs in the room would have slammed right into my head. Damn, that kid is strong. His tantrum started to cause objects in the room to levitate. Soon, dozens of chairs hovered in the air, threatening. I can't run away now. It might scare the kid off for good. I stood up, steadying myself, and moved next to Hibiki. Hibiki, I'm sorry. I know it's dangerous, but I need to do this. I quickly apologized and bowed to the boy. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say something that would make you mad. He raised his gaze cautiously. Maybe you could talk for a bit? He burst into tears, causing the chairs to drop all at once. Did you get separated from your mom? It's okay. You can take your time. The boy nodded and resumed his story, swiping the tears away from his eyes. I'm wondering if I can make my phone black. I need to like buy a black phone game. I felt a sharp ache in my heart. This boy too was imprisoned by himself in one of the many rooms in that house. Was he murdered as a sacrifice too? He then pointed at a drawing on the desk. The rumor mentioned the drawings of a boy, but it turned out they were actually drawings of his mother. This shifted my perspective. It required a little artist. Hearing this, the boy's face lit up a little. Okay, so it's the same. I'll never forget you too. Go to library, kureha, like. Bye. I don't think this matters. Okay, and then wait. Did I do the bad ending already? Knock on the door. Ending what? Did I do it already? I don't know. Knock on the door. I want to harass her, but I can't give up now. I'm pretty sure I did this already. I just said it's knock on the door. Hana cooking. I'm gonna speedrun through this. Since like she can you hear me? Have I done this? I've read through this. That's the band ending supposed to be here. She? Knock on the door. I knocked on the door. This doesn't feel like bad ending. This isn't a bad ending. Oh well. I'll just read it in my own time. Give up. From the start. Because I never remember to save. And I'm probably not gonna remember to save again either. I gotta keep going until I choose the route to hell. I don't know, I feel kind of sad because like if we go to hell, then we probably won't see the other characters anymore, huh? And I miss Koyo. I miss Kureha. Okay, here we go. Let's go to hell. We're going to hell. Escape reality with something delicious. Seems like Senna's route. I knew I didn't have time to do that, but I knew I didn't have time to do that, I knew it better than anyone. But still, my favorite cafe's ice cream parfait just popped into my mind. I really am the worst. I knew that I knew that if I just tried to escape my I knew that if I tried to escape my problems, nothing would be resolved. If anything, they'd just get worse. But if I'm going to make a decision about my future, I really shouldn't try to rush myself. Using that as an excuse, I deluded myself into trying to run away from my problems. I tried to avert my eyes from both my mom and my future, and just focus on the delicious parfait I was just about to eat. The owner of the cafe smiled as he spoke to me. I came here often since I was little, and remember my father taking me a few times. Good afternoon. I just need a parfait today, you know? A part-time job? Technically, my school allowed us to have part-time jobs, but things are really busy at school right now. I'm afraid I'll have to pass. How nice. As I watched the owner walk away, I couldn't help but sigh. If I really am that busy, I shouldn't be here. As I left the coffee shop, I still didn't feel like going home, so I walked aimlessly around the place. If I went home now, I knew my mother would bug me about going to Seiki. I sighed loudly. As I walked, I noticed a large torii gate coming into view. I can't believe I walked all the way to Tsukumo Shrine. I never considered myself a religious person and didn't put much stock in such things. Stock. Huh? Still, I did have some connection to the shrine. My mom would take my sister and me to pray here at the start of every year. You know, I've been giving a lot of thought, and I still haven't come up with an answer. Maybe I should try praying about this. And so Wait. Is this separating from going to hell and the two spirits? Is it? I thought they were locked because it seems like go pray, I'll see the Ken character, and no, actually never mind, we will go to hell. If we don't pray, we will go to hell. It seems like what it is? I want to say go pray. I'll see for a bit. But I am trying to go to hell today. I try to run away from my problems. Now, maybe it's time to ask for a higher power. Though, which god should I pray to? I was at a loss. They say all who believe are saved, so... Surrounded by the eerie silence, I made the hair on my arm stand up. I walked towards the shrine. There, I saw a man who appeared to be a priest sweeping near the ground. Hello. Yes, I come to pray before I return home. Maybe. Right. Replying sheepishly, I headed to the donation box. The devil's hour. Sayaka told me something about that one time. What was it again? Arriving at the donation box, I took out a 10-yen coin and tossed it inside. Please, help me find my correct career path. I don't think you can just pray like that. I wish I could. Actually, that sounds kind of strange. Help me find my interests, or what I'm good at. Yes, help me find what I'm supposed to do. And also, for my mom. I pray deeply and sincerely. Ah, it's him! Okay. Ah, the giggle. Ah. Who? Who was that? Oh, what? The high-pitched voice. It's the same one I heard in my room. Oh, God. It's the Ken character in God. I looked around, but couldn't find anyone. Yet, I was sure I heard someone speaking. Oh! Oh, they're so precious. Oh, wait. I've already like mentally prepared myself to go to hell. So unfortunately, I mean, I'm going to go back. It's so funny. If you pray, you don't go to hell. If you don't pray, you go to hell. I feel like plugged in Minami and Seiya. On second thought, maybe not. They're so funny though. I can't wait to go their route. This wasn't really something to pray about. It was something I need to figure out on my own. As I walked among the stretching shadows, I saw the sight of the city around me. A child riding alongside her friend. A businessman rushing home, phone in hand. A group of high school boys who looked to be around the same age as me, hanging around. Hearing those words, I felt a kind of pain in my chest. If only I could be somewhere that wasn't here. Hey, don't wish for it. It was unrealistic, but still, I couldn't help but indulge in fantasies of other places. The next day, I realized I didn't save again before the option. Actually, yeah, I'll save here. You know what? It's fine. The skipping thing, it's easy anyway. The next day, I took the survey I had in my bag and placed it inside the drawer in my desk. All that was written on it was my name. Fearing my mother might catch me working on it, I couldn't concentrate on it. Morning. I woke up early and couldn't go back to sleep. Actually, I didn't really sleep that much at all. As my mind churned over what to do with my life, sleep just never came. I'm just so tired of thinking about this. Sorry, I kind of spaced out. As she groaned, Sayaka searched inside her bag and placed an energy drink on my desk. Thanks. Sayaka stared back at me with a bitter smile on her face. With that, Sayaka returned to her seat. I'm afraid that won't work this time. I didn't even have the courage to talk to her about all of this. Before I knew it, the final bell had rung, and school was out for the day. Getting ready to head home, I took my books out of my desk and found a blank sheet of paper where I was supposed to write about my future. Maybe I should write Seigin University and be done with it. As the thought entered my mind, I felt a sharp ring in my ear. Huh? I quickly looked around the classroom, but there was no one else there. There's nobody here. Where had everyone gone? There were so many people just a little while ago. So many strange things have been happening to me. I felt a little dazed, and my muscles felt cold. Maybe I should go see a doctor or something. This time, I heard it clear as day. Try this again. That voice. Who are you? I called out to the empty room. The moment the voice stopped, my eyes got all blurry and my head shook. Then, all at once, my world went dark. I put my elbow on the desk and laid my head down. Then, I found my career path survey that had been on my desk was neatly sliced into two. What? What happened while I wasn't looking? Fearfully, I reached out to touch the paper, only to find there was nothing strange about it. Indeed, it was strange that it was ripped on its own, but nothing else about it was off. First thing first, I should probably put it away in my desk. I'll ask the teacher for another copy tomorrow. Actually, I could have just gone to the office and asked for another copy right away. I knew nothing would change by postponing things. Suddenly, my pocket vibrated, and I jolted in response. It's just my phone. I took out my phone and saw Mom displayed on the screen. I really don't want to talk to her right now. As I put the phone away in my bag, I heard a dreadful sound again. So you're gonna send us into hell. My eyes were open, yet my vision was shrouded in darkness. What's going on? My mind went totally blank. I found myself unable to think. The voice stopped, and my thoughts disappeared with it. Oh no, it's Minami. Uh-oh. The moment I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the face of a concerned young man looking down at me. His voice range is so insane. What? Why am I riding on a train? The train doesn't look like an ordinary train either. It was completely red. And the boy in front of me... Goddamn hands. There's some long fingers. Is this a train? Half asleep? Yeah, I guess so. I remember getting ready to go home, but I couldn't remember anything after that. Uh-huh. His voice. Never seen this place. Having heard that, I took a look out the window. What? I couldn't find any other words to speak. There were no words to describe what I was seeing. Not just the train. Everything was blood red. Where are we? I felt exactly the same way. I wanted someone, anyone, to tell me what the hell was going on. Actually, more than that, I just want to go back to Narimigahama. Just then, the train shook violently, and the loud shriek of the brake rang through my ears. The car, what? Looks like we're arriving soon, though I'm not sure where to. Minami, you're such a troll. I felt as though I wanted to cry too. But seeing the other person was here with me, but seeing as the other person here with me was about to cry, I did my best to stay calm. Please calm down. Panicking isn't gonna help anything. I knew that if I looked nervous too, I'd just make him panic again. So I did my best to smile confidently. He looked a little surprised and then averted his gaze away from me. Still, I'm glad he seems to have calmed down a bit. All I could do was hope for the best. The train finally stopped all I could do was hope that the place the train finally stopped at would be a little better than where we found ourselves currently. Just then, the train stopped. Chapter 1, Other Realm. I'm scared. Where are we? I stepped out of the train, and it didn't look anything like Narimigahama station I was used to. Everything looked completely new. I couldn't recall seeing the station like this on the Narimigahama route. No one was at the platform, and an eerie red shone through the sky. The platform was dead silent, and we could hear our breaths tighten with anxiety. He gripped my sleeve tightly. I could feel his thin fingers trembling. You don't have to be afraid. It'll be okay. First thing first, we should figure out the name of the station. I looked around until something caught my eye. No way. Nervously, I pointed towards a nearby sign. On the simple sign was written the station name. Kisarigi Station? Nothing here seems familiar, but I heard the name of the station before. You've never heard about the urban legend of Kisaragi Station? Saga had told me about it over and over. That's the rumor anyway. Kisaragi Station, urban legend. An urban legend famous online. It's a fictitious train station located in an alternate world. Some claim to have actually gone there, which led the rumor spreading online. His voice shook softly, barely audible. I can't get over his voice. Well, that's what the urban legend says. Maybe there really is a Kisaragi station somewhere, one we just don't know about. Even as I spoke the words, I knew that was unlikely to be the case. I was at a loss for words. I hoped that it was a mistake, or perhaps even a dream. But the lukewarm wind on my face and the unnatural glaring red light, it all felt too real, too present. His voice echoed, distant and forlorn. I feel so dizzy. I can't even recall getting on the train. I was at school, ready to leave. My mind struggled to retrace my steps. Wait, I was about to head home. And then, what happened? The next memory eluded me. No, this isn't time to be thinking through all of this. We have to get home. A train. We're at the station, right? We all... Hello! Welcome! I'm playing 9-bit, which is a Tomy game. Hi, how are you? A train. We're at a station, right? All we have to do is find another train to take us back. The sense of dread crept over me, but I shook it off and turned around. The train we arrived should have been on there still, but... I didn't hear it beep. But now there was nothing, just a void illuminating the crimson glow. A single tear ran down his cheek. Not Minami gaslighting now, girl. His eyes brimmed with tears, and he began to weep. As I watched him panic, I felt a chill run up my spine to my head. No, if I lose my composure now... Everything will be alright. Please don't cry. If I... I can't get over his voice. If I want to find a way out for both of us, I gotta stay calm. Stop being so pessimistic. I feel this will... let's work on... Let's work together to find a way back. I understand his doubts, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Stay positive. I couldn't find the words to cheer him up. Yet he seems to take heart, looking up and wiping his tears with his sleeve. I like how Misa isn't even like commenting on what he's wearing. It's okay, I'm just as scared. Your voice is slipping. Sure. Now that I think about it, I just realized I haven't introduced myself yet. In the middle of all of the chaos, I didn't know his name. I'm Misa, and you are? He extended his hand, which I shook. Then his face lit up with a smile. Yes, I am. I assume you are too, right, Minami? You mentioned heading home to Narimigahama earlier. Yes, I am. Are you around the same age, Minami? Are you sure about that? Hey, I've already done choreographed. You don't have to act. I think so too. I'm relieved we have something in common, but at first he was so upset, but now all smiles. Although we met under a strange circumstance, I was quite glad not to be alone. Now that I look closely, his style is quite unique. Damn. He definitely stand out in the crowd. Oh, it's nothing. What did you say? We should try... what do you say? We should try head out of the station? Should we try head out of the station? I quickly tried to let go of his grip. It's a bit hard to walk if you keep holding my hand. Oh, I hadn't noticed before, but his fingers were still shaking slightly. I thought he was okay because he was smiling. Of course, I'm I'm still a bit scared too. Let's keep holding our hands for now. He smiled and nodded. We gripped our hands together more tightly and started heading towards the exit. Yes, I see them. We spotted a few people wandering near the station, but their presence didn't comfort me at all. This place definitely isn't normal. Gazing at the sky, the moon shone an ominous red, like blood. No normal person would be able to walk around in a place like this and be unfazed by it. Koyo might. Are they even human? From a distance, their figure seems distorted. Maybe we should just head back to the station? I know, but everything inside me was screaming that this place was dangerous. Maybe it's safer to wait inside. The train might come back after all. Minami's attention suddenly shifted. I strained to see what caught his eyes. My vision blurred. I tried to escape with all my strength, but then... What's that smell? Huh? Something's wrong. My mind felt numb, and I felt my consciousness rapidly fading. Overwhelmed with drowsiness, I found myself unable to stand. Me. Dead. I know that voice. Oh, was it all a dream? What a relief. Sighing, I saw my mom chuckle even more. Nah, this is Minami's doing. Huh? I thought I was speaking to my mom, but it was my sister standing there. Her face and voice were my sister's, but her words feel eerily like my mom. Then it hit me. Am I still dreaming? Just then... No. Paralysis, sleep demon. I was stunned as the entire scene shifted. Oh, what's happening? A strange mystical space unfolded before my eyes. A shadow loomed in the distance. I squinted, trying to make out its shape. Suddenly, it was right before me. Oh no, I can't breathe. It felt like an invincible force was choking me. I was paralyzed. My body seized up with pain. He exuded an aura of despair. The way he spoke filled me with dread and fear. That's the voice we know and love. Who? I wanted to speak, but my lips wouldn't move. Truthfully, I didn't really care who he was. I was just desperate to escape from the place. How does he even know me? Who is he? I was silent, but it seems like he was able to read my mind. His response caught me off guard. Incubus? A soul pact? God of Death. Wait, God? A pesky God of Death was shattering, preventing. I don't think that's Seiya, is it? Because I think in Koyo's route, he said it was like a god. So I assumed it was like the final secret character. But God of Death. Because I saw in the sequel trailer that we have like a Reaper. So. Hell? A god? What is he talking about? His words were a barrage of nonsense. I struggled to follow. Overwhelmed, my head just couldn't keep up. More than anything, it's so painful. I felt like a succumbing to agony. Whoa. Mm-hmm. A floral scent filled the air, drawing my consciousness back to the surface. The Khalifa flowers. I love this one. With that, the entity vanished. I felt like I was rising, emerging slowly upwards from the bottom of a deep pool. I felt my consciousness slowly return to me. Then a light appeared. Seiya? The first thing I saw was a blood-red moon, and the sky bathed with its glow. Is this a dream, or... I felt a hard, cold surface beneath me, yet there was a warmth there too. I felt an odd sensation in my hand as well. Turning my head, I saw a man I didn't know. He was... Hi, Seiya! Oh my god, his eyes are so pretty. Uh-huh. He knelt on the ground and cradled me gently, disregarding how he dirtied his own clothes. His fingertips and then his lips slowly traced the back of my hand. I tried to pull away, but I was still weak from having just woken up. But please, let me go. He continued kissing my hand, glancing up at me as he did so. His white hair fell over his eyes, revealing a handsome, cold expression through his bangs. By kissing us? He? Purified? Nah, I saw you flirting with Misa when you already know Misa and Koi are together. What's he talking about? He stopped kissing me, then gently helped me sit up. Thank you? I was confused, but given the fact he was helping me up, I decided it's best to be polite and thank him. That's right. Where are we? The person I was with, where is he? He cleared his throat in preparation before speaking. The Japan brand. Huh? What was that? Eastern Japan's branch of what? Seiya grinned.
ペルーオーガニゼーション。あなたにもわかるように言うならば、汚れた死者を迎える場所、地獄です。
Did you say what? I desperately hope I've misunderstood.
ですから地獄です。生前罪を犯した魂がここに落とされます。
Hell?
この地獄だけは神の力が上の場所。ようやくお前と契約を交わせそう。
And this is why you gotta go pray to God, guys. Never skip your prayers. I'm not religious by any means. My dreams also mention hell. It seems too odd to be a mere coincidence. I can't believe hell really exists, but the atmosphere here was intense. The sky was a deep crimson, with blood-red moon glowing ominously. So, I really am in hell? In that case, am I dead?
いいえ、あなたはまだ生きていますよ。一式ミサというものは死者のリストに載っていませんでしたから。
Seiya gently touched my hand again.
それに、あなたには聖者にしかないぬくもりがある。
He then placed my hand at the back of my leg.
申し上げておきますが、フルネームを知っているのはあなたを付け狙っているストーカーの類。
Bro, Misa has 3 stalkers. What the hell? Girl, are you okay?
というわけではなく、HO の大監視として調べさせていただいたまで。
Sure.
くれぐれも勘違いなさらないでくださいね。あなたは私のタイプではないですし、それに
Excuse me? No. I saw the way you acted in Koyo's route. Don't try to play this. I tuned him out, totally lost in thought. Wait, if I'm alive, then why am I in hell? Seiya looked at me sympathetically.
あなたを助けたとき、あなたは悪魔に抱えられていました。
A demon? Seriously? His words were so unexpected, I merely stared back at him, speechless. A demon? Like a demon?
知力が低い質問ですが、そこは目をつむりましょう。悪しき存在としてあらゆるものを惑わし、災いをもたらす。
So demons really do exist. It's hard to believe, but standing as I was in hell, perhaps I had to reconsider everything. Alright, so I guess I have to accept demons are real, for now at least. If I wasn't abducted, I was with someone after I left the station. That's right. Then the flowery scent and I passed out. It's strange, but I suddenly became drowsy. Next thing I knew, I was here.
その一緒にいたというのが悪魔なのです。
I can't believe it. He seems so...
南、そう名乗ったのではありませんか。
Yes.
南のそばにいたら眠くなって倒れた。おそらくあれの放つ甘ったるい匂いでも嗅がされたのでしょう。そして夢へと誘われた。無魔が出てくる悪夢を見たのでは。
He was dead on. I quickly fell silent. It was clear he wasn't joking, which only made me even more anxious. Minami, a demon? Still, I couldn't quite get myself to accept that. Did you capture Minami?
いいえ、あれを滅することは容易ではありませんから。あなたを救出した後、さっさと離れました。
Which means he's still out there. As I processed Seiya's words, the idea of Minami being a demon lingered. I don't believe it. I understand. I understand you're telling me this because you're worried about me. By suing to see Minami and ask him myself, I won't believe it otherwise. Girl, are you dumb as a brick? Although I just met Minami, I couldn't quite bring myself to believe he was evil. On the other hand, Sad had told me all of this, and he didn't seem evil either. One of them is lying to me, and I can't stand for. Yeah, fair. Uh-huh.
ここでは関係が浅い相手にはそれくらい警戒心がある方がいい。そう褒めているのです。
Thank you. I didn't know how else to respond, but his praise felt strange since I was doubting his thought.
そうと決まれば、南ともう一度会って確かめてきなさい。私か南か。信じるのはあなたの自由ですが、私があなたを手助けするのも自由。もし南の側についたとしても、いずれあなたをさらいに行きましょう。
Oh. What do you mean?
決まっているでしょう。写し世へ返すのですよ。
I've heard that term before. What do you mean by the mortal realm?
聖者が住まう世のことを指します。厳密に言うと、死者も霊としていますから、聖者だけの世ではありませんが。というわけで、早速あなたの一助となりましょう。
He approached a nearby tree and placed his hand on it. As he did so, a white petal began to flutter its way down to him from the tree. The whole thing looked like magic, and I watched dumbfolded by it. Sad then took my hand and gently laid the petal in my palm.
これは、汚れを跳ねのける力があるカリファの花。一度だけ悪魔からあなたを守ってくれるでしょう。
The petal seemed to glow in my hand, filling me with a strange sensation. How does it protect me?
南に会えばわかります。ですが、あなたの心はあなた次第。悪魔に翻弄されることがあれば、あなたの精神は確実に狂っていくでしょう。今から言うことをよく覚えておきなさい。悪魔に勝つには、心を強く持つことです。
I'll be careful.
それと、道案内がないと不安でしょうから、これ。
He handed me something from his pocket. A device I recognized immediately. A phone! A smartphone?
写し世のものと似て非なるものですが、地図アプリやメッセージアプリなどが入っています。
I see weather, music, calculator, I'll say calendar, a word document. I never expected smartphone to exist in hell. I was so curious about how the device functioned, but I knew now wasn't the time to ask about it. Sarah showed me how to use the device, and I bowed deeply to thank him. Thank you. I'm so grateful for your help. I really am glad to meet you.
出会えてよかったなんて。
Yo, why are you so surprised?
そのようなことを言われたら、運命的な何かを感じて胸が高鳴ってしまうではないですか。
Oh, you're a cutie. Sorry, my eyes was on Koyo the whole time. I didn't recognize your beauty. Hold on. Under the red moonlight, his face seemed to glow as he blushed. Excuse me?
好意を持っていただいて嬉しいのですが、私を超えるスピードでアプローチされても戸惑うけれど、それもいい。
The characters in the other realm are both freaks. Oh my god. Oh, wait a minute. I think there's been a misunderstanding.
強がるのもまたいいことです。
I like you. I like you. I knew there was nothing I could say to convince him otherwise. Well, I'll return the smartphone to you later, okay, Seiya?
せいやさん
I'm enjoying this way too much. What now?
名を呼ばれると心がぐっと近づいたように感じた
Sir?
全く急に呼ばれるとドキドキが止まらないではないですか私の名を呼ぶときは気をつけるように
I'll be sure to be careful. Anyways, I better get on my way. What was that? I knew he was kind of like this, but this is like past so much more than what I thought Seiya would be like. Overwhelmed by Seiya, I quickly fled to escape the awkward situation.
あ、待ちなさいまだローブを持たせようと思ったのにまあ追いかけるつもりだったからちょうどいいか
Follow her? Yeah, why isn't... Why sister didn't mention Seiya as one of her favorite routes, but... After parting ways with Minami. After parting ways with Misa, I informed the HO members I was heading out and followed after her. Walking through HO's vast building, I could only sigh.
どうして聖者がまたここに
Another? This is just like what happened with the other girl 70 years ago. Something about Misa reminds me of her. Back then, I was inexperienced, and I failed to save the girl. I couldn't let that happen again.
お救いいたします
I muttered quietly, more to myself than anyone else. Then I quickened my pace. Oh, is Misa like the reincarnate? Yui! Wait, is it? 7? Wait, I need to do math. 19? 19? No, yeah, 1949. When was this released? 2024? 5. I can't do math. Help. 2, 4, 9, 8, 1. Oh my god. 2, 8. What? I lost the plot. Oh my god. My math sucks. Wait. That's Yui, no? Is it not? She's like spirited away. And she said she like died. As I searched for Minami, I found myself in the bustling area. I didn't know hell had a place like this. People went about their business, seemingly unfazed by a living person like me. But I feel like some are glancing at me. Perhaps they can tell I'm alive. Their stares made me feel out of place, and I couldn't help but to look away. Some of them didn't even appear human, leaving me feeling uneasy. Just passing by them still sent chills down my spine. I'm terrified right now. I need to find Minami quickly.
お嬢さん、大丈夫かい悲鳴を上げられるとは愉快愉快
What's the morph? I don't know my monster terms. Legend of Zelda. That's not a monster. I still don't understand. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Morph. P. Oh, it's like a clay? Is it? I'm in a hurry. I tried to walk past it, but the strange creature blocked my
ま
path.
あ待ちなさい取ってくったりません顔色が良くないように思って心配でな気分が
He offered me a can. Seeing as he told me to drink it, I assume it was a kind of beverage. I don't think he's gonna let me pass unless I take it from him. Thanks. As I reached for it, someone else quickly grabbed the can from me. Hey. Minami! Without acknowledging me, he threw the can to the ground. Hey!
何をする
Minami's glare froze the thing in place.
ミサちゃん、こっち。
Oh, wait!
俺のものに手を出す。
I'm assuming Minami is one of the more popular characters in 9-bit, right? Oh, what did he just say? Passing the man, I thought I heard Minami mumble something. That thing was so persistent before. Why did he let us pass so easy now? Despite Minami throwing his can away, the creature didn't react angrily and let us pass. We hurried through the ruined buildings and down the narrow alley. Where are we going? I asked him repeatedly. But Minami kept his eyes glued forward, never once responding. I can't breathe. I was so out of breath and my legs arched. Minami suddenly stopped. He looked down, silent. Why won't he answer me? I recalled his intense glare earlier. He seems ready to attack the man. Minami's husky chuckle broke the silence. He sank to the ground.
怖くてどうにかなっちゃいそうだった。はあ、怖かった。
You don't have to act, boy. He looked so vulnerable, almost as though he was about to burst into tears. Was he merely acting back there?
でもよかった。君があれを口にしなくて。
What do you mean?
君を探している時に知ったんだけど、ここの食べ物は生きている僕たちにとって毒みたいなもので、食べたらここの住民になってずっと出られなくなるんだって。
What?
僕さ、食べるの好きだからうっかり口にしそうになってすっごく怖かったよ。
I covered my mouth in shock. I almost drank it without even thinking twice. And if I did, I would have been trapped in hell. Thank you, Minami. Without you, I don't know what I've done. I knew it. There's no way Minami could be a demon. If he were, he wouldn't have saved me back there. But you scared me back there, Minami. You were like a different person.
あの睨みを聞かせた時かな。
Yes, your eye was frightening. That creature seemed petrified of you.
君みたいに強くなりたくてさ。
Yo, both the small boys want to be like, I wanna be brave like you, huh? Me? Look at his outfit. Minami placed his hand on the wall and slowly pulled himself from the
こ
ground.
こに着いた時、僕は震え上がって怯えてるだけだった。でも、リサちゃんが引っ張ってくれて、だから前を向くことができたんだ。
I had no idea he saw me that way.
今度は僕が君を守るから。
He smiled, looking far more angelic than demonic. Thank you. I didn't want to have any more doubts about Minami, so I decided to ask the lingering questions that were on my mind. What happened after I fainted at the station? Minami's shoulders shook. His brow furrowed and tears welled up in his eyes.
ごめんなさい。僕のせいなんだ。僕がミサちゃんをあいつから守れてたら、はぐれることだってなかったのに。
Who are you talking about? If he dodged the question here, a pang of anxiety hit me. Was it fear or guilt?
白髪の背が高い男の人。その人、僕のことを悪魔とか言って襲いかかってきて。
Minami hugged himself, shivering with fear.
僕、何もしてないのに。
absorb. I know that Misa doesn't know it, so she obviously have to choose between like the two characters, like who's telling the truth and who's not. But I already know. I've played these games before.
あの人こそ悪魔なんじゃないかって思うくらい怖い
Both accuse each other of being a demon. I wasn't outright doubting Minami, but I found it equally hard to believe Seiya was lying to me too. I was with the man just a minute ago. He seems to know you, Minami.
名乗ったんだ怪しい人間じゃないもちろん悪魔でもないって身分を明かしたら大丈夫かなって思ったけど
Minami looked down. Hunched over in fear, he gazed up at me sadly.
ミサちゃんも僕を疑うの
I don't want to doubt him, but
私か南か信じるのはあなたの自由ですが
I was torn between believing Seiya or Minami. I have to choose. Whoa, hold on. Are we really splitting the route in chapter 1? I don't know, Minami seems to be like the obvious, like, more creepy route. Seiya's funny though. Like, Minami seems to be like the red flag character. My sister liked his route the best. So I'm gonna do Seiya's first. Tachibana, here I come, Seiya! I want to see Seiya again. I couldn't just leave Minami here. As I was lost in thought, a sudden deep voice jolted me back to reality. Looking up, I only saw Minami standing before me. Whose voice was
どうし
that?
て黙っているの
Oh, sorry. Did I imagine that voice just now? I shook my head and looked directly at Minami again. About that tall man I was with earlier. I borrowed something from him, so I'd like to go return it to him. You're not comfortable with him thinking you're a demon, right? You won't be able to come down with that in your mind, right?
だから一緒にその人のところへ行こうってこと僕言ったよねとっても怖い思いをしたって
Then I'll protect you. I'll tell him you're not a demon. Please, come with me. I extended my hand to him. He hesitated, then took my hand. But as soon as our finger touched, a sharp pain shot through the point where our hands touched, and I instinctively pulled back. Oh, what was that? I loved Nobu's voice. He murmured softly, and I felt a warm glow emanating from my pocket. The Khalifa petal? Recalling Seiya's word, I reached in and pulled out the flower. The petal glowed, then softly wilted to nothing more than black ash. What's happening?
見たままです南が悪魔であるという証拠に他ならない
Seiya's tall figure glided silently past me. Seiya!
カリファの花が枯れたその意味は説明せずともわかりますね
The cold expression on his face. Seiya took something and threw it at Minami. Yay! He then ducked to avoid it. Minami wore an insidious look, unlike anything I've seen from him.
せいやったら邪魔しに来るの遅いんだもん
Every line Nobu speaks, it's a roulette between like what other characters I hear. That whenever he laughs, it's like Yang. I mean not Yang, Floyd.
木更木駅でやり合った時傷つけちゃったのかもって心配したじゃない
Slay! Seiya! Oh! Seiya!
お前のそういうところが私の気に障る
Oh, you're so pretty. Seiya flickered his wrist, bringing the chain back to him. Mm. The lamp, however, changed directions and targeted Minami once
そん
more.
なもので俺をどうしようっての？お前は成人すぎて鎖の軌道でさえ騙せないのに。
He then looked at me.
ミサちゃんって趣味が悪いね。こんなの信用するのってさ。
I'm the one who's disappointed. Minami's smile vanished and his face returned to the previous helpless look.
ごめん、がっかりさせて。でも、もう大丈夫だよ。だって、これからはスノーレでお前と会えるんだし。
His sapphire smirk returned. I don't need to see you anymore.
あるんだよ、夢の中に。
That's right. He caused that dream before.
彼女なら、お前の悪趣味な夢をも耐えてみせるでしょう。
Seiya's smile alone provided solace to me.
お前の狙いは分かっています。悪魔が欲するのは人間の魂。彼女に悪夢を見せ、惑わし、魂の契約をするつもりでしょう。
A soul pact. He mentioned that in my dream before.
ああ、そうだよ。こいつの魂が欲しくて欲しくてたまらなくてさ。長い間待っていた甲斐があったよ。こうして手の届く範囲に来てくれて。
His dreamy gaze made me involuntary step back. It seems both Seiya and I picked up on those words. Has he known me for long? Why has he been watching me, and why?
まあ、すぐに契約を交わそうとは思ってないから安心してよ。お前の言葉を信じるとでも？まあそうだよね。でも今のは本当だ。ミサちゃんと遊ぶ時間が欲しいからさ。
Huh? His gaze was unexpectedly kind. Why is he looking at me like that?
でもね、セイヤが邪魔なんだよね。カリファの花なんて持たせちゃってさ、自分は後から駆けつけてヒーロー気取り。セイヤさん、お前まだ悪魔払いなんてやってるわけ？一度地獄に落ちた罪人が過去の栄光にしがみついちゃって、お前はもうエクソシストじゃないんだよ。
Seiya, a criminal and a former exorcist?
私の人生を勝手に語らないでもらえますか？
Seiya swung his chain again, but Minami dodged. Then Minami stared at me, smirked, and mouthed something to me.
待ってるよ、ミサちゃん。二人きりの夢の世界で。
Given the distance, I shouldn't be able to hear him, but his voice rang inside my head. The strange sensation of him speaking directly in my head confused me, and before I knew it, Minami was gone. Chapter 2. It hadn't been long after Minami vanished from the alley, but it felt like I've been wandering for hours. I was exhausted, so Sarah brought me back to the HO building and showed me to a room.
殺風景な部屋ではありますが、体を休めるスペースもあります。
Ain't this just your office?
ソファーで申し訳ありませんが、ゆっくりくつろいでください。
Thank you. I followed his suggestion, sitting on the couch by the window. I looked around the room. There was a large cylindrical device stretching from the ceiling floor. Other than that, nothing particularly stood out. Is that a PC on the desk? Oh my god, he's a gamer. Smartphone, computers, many devices here in hell resemble those in the mortal realm. What's this room, Seiya?
ああ、私の部屋です。とはいえ、あまりここで業務を行うことはありませんがね。
Seiya did claim to be the Grand Warden. I didn't know I didn't know exactly what that meant, but the office seems to imply a fairly high-ranking position. Was it really okay to just follow Seiya's order and come here with him? Minami's words kept repeating over and over in my head.
せいやさん、お前まだ悪魔払いなんてやってるわけ？
Racism!
一度地獄に落ちた罪人が過去の栄光にしがみついちゃって、お前はもうエクソシストじゃないんだよ。
Despite Minami's accusation, Seiya said nothing in reply. I didn't think Seiya was a bad person, but I also didn't know him well enough to say for sure. So, when someone goes to hell, is there like some kind of judgment process? How does that all work? If you committed crimes in life, there must be some kind of trial, right?
そうですね。裁きも多岐にわたり説明するのは容易ではありませんが、最も重い罰は処刑です。処刑されると魂が消滅し無になります。軽い罰でしたら刑期が課せられ、それが終われば釈放になりますので。
I see. Does that mean that Seiya has served his time here and is now working in hell? Also known as Hell Organization, also known as HO, souls who have committed grave sins in life are tied here. The sentence varies based on the weight of their souls' crimes. The worst punishment is execution. Seiya works for the HO. Minami the demon and Seiya the sinner. Perhaps no one in hell is innocent.
ああ、そうだ。あなたにお渡ししたスマホですが、そのまま持っていてください。私は仕事がありますので、常にあなたのそばにはいられませんから、それで連絡を取り合いましょう。写しを帰るときに返却していただければいいです。
Thank you. Why can't you just bring us back? Just bring us to the train station. Returning to the mortal realm. Do you really think I'll be able to go home? The strange and unfamiliar surrounding here in hell fills me with a sense of despair. I felt lost in the world of darkness, and I wanted nothing more to escape this reality. Seiya's hand rested on my shoulder, yet I couldn't bring myself to look at him. I might as well just die. His tone was quiet, yet reprimanding. I looked up, feeling as if I'd been slapped. しっかりしなさい。あなただけの問題ではないのですよ。待っている者たちがいることをお忘れですか? I couldn't bear the terrible events that had befallen me, but I had been too focused on myself to think clearly. He's right. They're waiting for me. So time in the mortal realm is still passing normally, isn't it? その通りです。時間は写しをも隔離をも平等ですから。質問される前に教えておきますが、隔離とは死者の世のことを指します。この地獄や成仏した先にある世、それらすべてをひっくるめて隔離と言います。I was surprised with Seiya's knowledge, and he seems to know what I was going to ask next. いいですか? 写し世へ帰れなければ、あなたは地獄の空気に精神が病み、なくなります。No. 先ほど死を考えたばかりのあなたが驚愕するとは滑稽ですね。I can't argue with that. ここに住みたいというのなら、写し世へ帰った後、銀行強盗か殺人でもして出直してきてください。その時は、私も HO の大看守として、あなたを手厚くもてなしましょう。Jeez, okay. Oh my god, is that going to be one of the endings? Once I get home, I'll never come back here. I blurted the words out, and Seiya immediately laughed. It seems like he was merely teasing me, and I simply sighed. Can I really trust Seiya? Minami, the guy who spoke to me in town, none of them seemed safe to trust. Was it true? Was it the same? Was it the same true of? Was the same true of Seiya? Seiya, there's something I want to ask you. Why did you want to save me? His playful aura vanished, sorrow in its place. I hadn't expected this reaction. Does this action have something to do with me? Seiya looked down and began to speak slowly.
私はこれまでに2つの罪を犯しました。そのどちらもが自身の弱さゆえに起きてしまった悲劇。
He met my eyes squarely.
他者を救うことこそ贖罪となるのです。あなたは特に。
His voice seemed genuine. I understood his motivation of trying to clear his sin by helping others, but why did he specifically mention me? I still don't really get it. I mean, I don't really know much about you, Seiya.
それでいいのですよ。私を知る必要はない。ただ私に助けられてください。
Is that really okay? Could I really depend on him? Maybe it's okay. Damn. Maybe I can rely on Seiya. He's the only one I have right now anyways. Thank you for offering to help. I'll gladly accept your offer. Is something wrong?
いえ、何でもありません。頼ってくださるのは私にとって願ってもないことですから。
Is he disappointed that we're not worthy of him? He wants the hard to get.
そう簡単に私を信用していいのですか?
Well, I'll make an effort to trust you. Seiya gave me a big smile, but it seems oddly forced, which made me feel
優
uneasy.
しいですね、ミサさんは。信用をするために努力してくださるなんて。ああ、なんて優しい人なんでしょう。努力が必要な信用など、私のこの笑顔と同じ。出来の悪い、不細工な作り物に等しい。
Seiya's just a weirdo. He seems to see through my answer. I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm not sure if I can trust you yet, even if I want to.
本心を隠されていては、いくら察しのいい私でもうまくやっていける自信が持てません。
I'm sorry. I'll try to be more open. Guess I shouldn't try to hide anything from Seiya.
とりあえず少し眠りなさい。疲労が溜まったままだと、ろくに頭も働きません。そうなれば、帰る方法の話し合いすらままならないでしょう。
I'm fine. I still feel energetic. Sleep was the last thing on my mind, especially in the presence of someone I still didn't fully trust. Not to mention, the nightmare might return. The suffocating feeling, the demon's breath around me, chilling me from head to toe. I could hardly breathe. It was painful. The eerie voice didn't sit into my ears as much as it did ring in my brain. I dreaded hearing the voice again.
南が怖くて眠れないといったところでしょうか。
Seiya looked at me as if he could see through. He had hit the nail on the head, yet I was in no mood to confirm or deny his suspicion. It seemed Seiya had already understood everything, in which case, I decided to share the feelings that were bubbling inside of me. I wanted to trust Minami. Minami had made it seem as though we were in the same situation. While it is true I was beginning to trust him even more than that, I wanted to believe I wasn't alone. His presence was the only thing keeping me sane from this unfamiliar world. I feel awful for wanting someone else to share the burden with, but I knew confessing this twisted feeling to Seiya would absolve me from anything. Still.
あなたは正常ですよ。
Huh?
人間は自身の感情を他者と共有したい生き物です。楽しさだったり嬉しさだったり、時には悲しみや
Seiya's words made me feel as though I was forgiven for the selfless nature of my thoughts, and it made my heart feel light. I felt warmth returning to my cold, sweaty fingertips.
眠れないようですし、少しお付き合いいたします。
Seiya drew a nearby chair and sat next to me. Seiya?
南に代わり、私があなたの不幸を共有しましょう。あなたがよろしければですが。
Yes, of course. Initially, I found Seiya oppressive, someone not to be challenged. I found him to be intimidating, but not in that moment.
では、悪魔について話しましょうか。いや、南に関してと言った方がいいか。
Oh, that's right. I heard something about you being an exorcist, right?
元が抜けています。
Are you Koyo's ancestor? So it was true. Minami had said something about exorcism before, right? My only impression of exorcists came from watching horror movies, but Seiya seemed to match with those notations. Exorcist, someone who performs a ritual to drive away demons from possessed people. Who knew those horror movies Sayaka made me watch would come in handy someday? Besides Minami, do you know of any other demons?
苦しめられた過去があります。
Seiya's eyes seemed to drift as he spoke, lost in memory. Maybe it's a sensitive topic. Would it be okay if I told you about the dream I had with Minami? I wanted to steer the conversation back to my experience, and Seiya nodded solidly. Just recalling it gave me chills, but I knew I needed to confront it. One thing Minami said really struck me. He mentioned something about a soul pact. I've been wondering what that means.
本人もそう言っていましたね。悪魔は人間の魂が大好物ですから、あなたにこだわる理由がわからない。長年追い求めるほど特別な魂ということらしいですが。
I've been wondering about that too. Why would he be after my soul?
今回のこと以外で南に会ったことは？
I'm sure I haven't. I know I would have remembered meeting someone like that in a dream.
聞き方を変えましょう。現実で会った覚えはありますか？
I don't think so, but he could have been disguised, right? And can Minami even visit the mortal realm? I remember meeting him on the train. The next thing I knew, we were in hell.
人の姿を保てているくらいですから、そこそこ力を有している悪魔だと見ています。で、ただし南、無魔は写しよぎいようが隠りよぎいようが関係ないのですよ。なぜなら夢を支配する悪魔なのですから。だからどうしてもわからないのです。長年あなたの魂を狙っていて、どうして今のタイミングなのかと。
About that,
もっと早くに契約をしたかったんだが、お前が写しよにいる間は叶わなくてね。
that's what he said. Sarah gave me a dubious look.
それについての理由は？
What did he say again?
夢はおぼろげであやふやな部分もあるかと思いますが、これは大事なことです。よく思い出してみてください。
He spoke softly, but I knew how serious he was. He said, because the god of death is near. Oh, I remember.
お前には死神のようなうざったいものがついていたから、ずっと手を出せずにいたんだが。この地獄は神の力が及ばない場所。よ
I shared with Seiya what I have remembered, and his expression turned to one of alarm.
確かにそう言ったのですか。
Yes, I was certain, but recalling Minami's words gave me a chill. The god of death is stalking me. He must be lying, right? Sarah remained silent, looking at me with an inquisitive gaze. Seiya?
死神がついていたなら生きながらに地獄へ来るとは考えられない。それならば死神のようなものとは厳密には死神ではない。南が近づけなかったのならか。
As Seiya pondered aloud, I listened attentively. I needed to try to come out with my own conclusions. Seiya seemed to be thinking about God that had stalked me, so I tried to tackle the issue from another angle. Maybe I should think about how Minami brought me here? After all, I still don't remember anything after school until I was on the train. About this God, could it be that they left my sight for some reason? Cause I went back in time and didn't pray to them. Oh my god. Minami might have realized the god wasn't near me, and that's why when he brought me to the train. My memory only starts on the train. I can't remember anything before that.
記憶がない。いつからないのですか。
Right after school, I was preparing to head home and I don't know if I fell asleep, but when I woke up, I was on the train. What do you think of my theory?
全くの見当違いです。
There.
言ったはずです。南は無魔。あなたが写し代にいようと関係なく夢に現れることが可能だと。
Right, so there was no need for him to bring me up to the train. Wait, then who brought me here? I wasn't really asking Seiya. The words just kind of slipped out of my mouth.
南に惑わされてここに来たとそう思っていたのですが、考えを改める必要があるようですね。
Seiya stood up, returned his chair, and began organizing documents on his desk.
そろそろ仕事に戻らねばなりませんし、少し考える時間をください。
Oh, right. Sorry for distracting you.
邪魔ではありませんよ。私があなたに関わりたいのですから。お休みになられないようでしたら、中庭へ出てカリファの空気に触れるのがいいでしょう。HO の敷地内でしたらカリファの力があるので、南も入ってこられないでしょうし、もし外出なさるおつもりなら、カリファの花を忘れずに。
I'm allowed to leave?
止めたところで、あなたは行くでしょうから。
He spoke with a weird smile and handed me a kind of cloak. What's this?
外出用のローブです。HO の門が入っているので、手を出してくる者はいないでしょう。
Thank you. This will be very helpful.
できるなら外出は控えてください。それでは。
After Seiya left, I found myself alone in the room, gazing out the window. Being left alone like this, I'm worried I'll fall asleep. Perhaps some fresh air might help. I decided to follow Seiya's advice and visit the courtyard. I reached the hallway leading outside to the courtyard. The lukewarm wind brushes my cheek. Hell's atmosphere was tense and uncomfortable, yet it helped me stay awake. But compared to the air at the station and town, it feels more peaceful here. Perhaps it was the presence of the Khalifa tree. I found a paddle on the ground and put it in my pocket. With this, I should be able to walk around safely outside. My memories flashed back to my previous encounter with Minami. Leaving the building was daunting, but confronting Minami seems necessary if I were to find my way back home. Unsure if he'll be truthful, it seems It seemed a better option than sitting here doing nothing. Where to begin? Yay. Well, she says she's going to confront him, so let's go. I wonder if Minami's nearby. Wearing the robe, I drew less attention than the last time I went out, but unable to shake my anxiety, I kept fidgeting with the pedal in my pocket. With my hood pulled out, I aimed to blend in. That's when I heard a voice. Minami's voice was unmistakable. I scanned my surroundings. I can't see him, but the voice was definitely Minami. Following the voice's direction, I found a nearby shop with a black door. The smoked glass in the window prevented me from seeing the inside. I guess I have no choice but to enter. The door was heavier than anticipated, and I cautiously stepped inside. Yo, where are we? This is a bar? A host club? She is still a high schooler. What is this place? The unfamiliar scent eloped me. Dim lighting, an eerie yet bustling atmosphere. Jeez. They're both so rude! Told Minami. As I approached him, I felt my anxiety heighten. I came to talk to you, Minami. His sickening smirk widened as he peered deep into my eyes. His demeanor was totally different from the train, which irritated me. So, it really wasn't all act, huh? You lied to me. His glare betrayed more than a hint of annoyance. Even a subtle threat was enough to send me cowering. With that, a sinister glint appeared in his eyes. What's happening? I can't move. Minami's finger grazed my neck, sending shivers down my spine. I don't know. Yo, chill, we're still in chapter 2. Minami's grip on my neck was light, yet it was enough to make it difficult to breathe, let alone speak. What an ass! What an ass! I was paralyzed, like a frog under a snake's gaze. Why isn't the Khalifa flower working? It's still in my pocket, right? Boy. Yeah. Hey! I felt something wet on my cheek. His breath and tongue grazed my skin, sending an indescribable fear through me. Yo. Suddenly, my pocket began to emit a soft glow. I want to know I bet Minami is like one of the more popular ones. Then an electrifying buzz struck the area Minami touched, and he jumped back. That allowed me to breathe and move normally. I instinctively covered both my ears.
今日はやんないよ。耳の気分じゃなかったんだよね。
His sadistic smile was unsettling, and he slid his tongue over his lips. The sight sent a shock through me as I remembered the feeling of his coarse tongue against my cheek. Instinctively, I rubbed it with my sleeve.
何吹いてんの？
Ah!
汚いもの扱いされんの嫌なんだけど。
I simply couldn't deal with his moodiness. An incubus in human form, he's very temperamental and ex-selfish. He always had his eyes on the protagonist's soul, but this was the first time he was able to contact her. It's because I know he acts like he's kind of like Yang from Pure, right? And he even had the same voice actor. So of course, he's gonna be popular. Enough. I have a question, so give me a straight answer. Who put me on the train? That's all I want to know.
何それつまんな。そんなこと聞くために会いに来たとか言わないよね。
Minami tapped his foot impatiently, clearly annoyed. I need to be careful on how I phrase this. Blonde guy! I mean, there's no other reason. Oh damn, I'm not hitting both of their bars. I steadied myself, determined not to back down. Of course, I'm here because I have a question. There's no other reason I want to talk to you.
そう。この俺が聞けば教えてくれると思ってるわけ？頭悪いやつは嫌いなんだよね。そんな脳みそあっても無駄だし、食ってやろう。
What is wrong with both of them? His tone was so sharp and irritated, making me instinctively step back.
ねえ、俺を喜ばせてよ。そうしたら教えてあげなくもないよ。
Minami certainly had an odd taste in entertainment. I struggled to think of something to do. What should I do now? My eyes scanned the room until I saw a bread knife on the table. Fine, let's do this. I quickly grabbed the knife and pointed it at my own neck. He won't be happy if I die, right? Minami's eyes widened and he froze. I was gambling, bluffing really, and I had no idea how he'd react. Kakegurimashi. You don't want me to die. You don't want me to die? Then answer my question. Then Minami's stone face broke and he began howling with laughter.
ウケる。そう来るとは思わなかったよ。
Why is he laughing?
早くやってみてよ。ほら、ザクッとさ。
Sakuta-san! You sure about that? You really sure you're okay with me dying?
だってねえ、続きが気になって仕方なくてさ。無理して虚勢張ってそれで死ぬなんて最高に哀れで惨めじゃない。
He's so heartless. I slowly lowered my hand, feeling hopelessly humiliated.
生き恥ってやつ。ああ、どうしようね。お前のことが好きでたまらないよ。
Minami then reached for the blade of the knife I was holding in my hand and pulled it towards himself, blade first. What are you doing?
お前が命を無駄にするような人間じゃないのは知ってるけど、万が一ってこともあるから没収。
Gosh. He pulled the knife down on the table. I was surprised to see there wasn't a single drop of blood on his hand. Are you okay?
心配ありがとう。でもね、血の通った悪魔なんて悪魔じゃないんだよ。さてと、面白い劇を見せてもらったし、教えてやるよ。
Oh,
お前が電車に乗ったことに、俺は関係していない。夢で言ったと思うけど、お前についていた死神みたいなストーカー野郎の仕業。
what? A god did that? Why would a god do that to me?
知るわけないじゃん。お前が電車に乗ったら急にいなくなったし。でも聖者を聖者のまま地獄に送るなんて神じゃなくて悪魔みたいだよね。
Yeah, what the hell? What's God doing? If what Minami said was true, then this god didn't sound like a god at all. What could that mean? No, now's not the time to figure that out. Well, thanks for sharing. I'll see you around, or hopefully not. Bye.
やだ、帰るの無理。暇なんだけど、俺に付き合ってよ。
Aww. Huh?
お前が怖がることはしないから。ねえ、いいでしょ。もう少しお話ししたい。
He was acting like a kid at a candy aisle at a grocery store. I wanted to leave, but I was worried about what he'd do to me if I tried to walk away. Fine, we can talk for a bit. What do you want to talk about?
そんなのお前が考えるんだよ。俺を退屈させたら、今度目玉を舐めるから。
Ugh. He's so terrible. What could I possibly talk to him about? Dislikes. I like how it's all like likes, and now he's like dislikes. This music though. This music's really like vibing. You seem like someone who dislikes many things, so what else do you hate?
そんなのいっぱいありすぎて言い切れないって。あ、でも最近すっごく嫌いなのせいやから。
Guess I should have assumed that. How about stuff you're not good at?
お前って分かりやすくていいね。それを知ったからといって俺をどうにかできると思ってるわけ？
Oh. I thought I could really confront Minami about anything anyway.
教えてやらないよ。お前は俺のことでいっぱいになってほしいんだから。
Hey.
俺のことばっかり考えてよ。そんで俺にいっぱい時間費やして。俺を思ってるその表情が好きだから。
I beg your pardon. She smiled. It's the same as when we first met. I wonder if what everything Minami said until now was all an act. I spent a little more time with him and eventually found the right moment to slip away. The whole thing made me feel uneasy and nervous, but I managed to gain some valuable information. See ya! Where am I? I wanted to explore the Heisho, but ended up getting lost along the way. There are way too many rooms here. I need a map for this place. From a nearby corner cast a deep shadow, I saw Seiya emerging. I started to approach him, but stopped. Oh no! Oh no! An unfamiliar girl was following him. She was wearing shackles. Was she damned?
いいですか。仮釈放の身というのを忘れずに。
No! Stop! I'll fight her. I'm gonna fight her. Don't you dare hurt Koyo.
分かってるってもう本当にしつこいんだから映画頭いい子に一度言われたらちゃんと分かるって。
それは非常に強力。私の記憶では東はこのように述べています。悪いけど、あんたの言うような感情はない。むしろ迷惑してる。
That's my Koyo! God damn, the lawnmower outside. I gotta hear that again.
悪いけど、あんたの言うような感情はない。むしろ迷惑してる。
That's my Koyo.
そのことは記憶していないようですね。それとも聞こえなかったとでも。
No, I'm getting Koyo crumbs.
嫌い嫌いも好きのうちって知らないの？そんなのだから大観主様には恋人ができないのよ。
Ah, I see. That girl, Rika, is out of parole. I'm eavesdropping. That's rude. I should probably go somewhere else. But I also don't know my way around.
やはり休んでいなかったようですね。
Oops. Lost in thought, Seiya seems to have noticed me and approached. The girl he spoke with had been headed off to someone else.
まったく。あなたが人を心配させたいかまってちゃんだったとは。
sorry. That wasn't my intention. I was just taking a walk to clear my head.
強がらなくていいのですよ。私も同じ性質を持っていますから。
Hey. Hey. Why does he look so happy saying that? Ah, right. He said I'm not really his type before, didn't he? Maybe I should ask him about that. Are you sure about that, Misa? When we first met, you said I wasn't your type. So, what is your type? Sarah flushed red with embarrassment. Huh? No, wait a minute. You did say I wasn't your type, right?
いいえ、そのことではなく、わざわざ私を探してまで恋愛の質問をするなんてと思いまして、それほどまでに私が気になって仕方なかったのですね。
They're both such a freak. What? No, that's not what I meant at all.
まあ、あなたに好かれるというのも悪い気分はしません。
Like I said, I didn't mean it in that way. It was just idle chit chat.
申し訳ないのですが、もう少し待っていてください。私もそろそろ準備完了しますので。
What does that mean? Ready for what? No, I can't get dragged any further into this conversation. That much I know for sure. I'm sorry. Please forget I said anything.
強いて言うならば、好きな人がタイプというところでしょうか。
I didn't ask.
ですから残念ながら、あなたのことは好みのタイプではないのです。今はまだ。
Not yet. Well, I'm sorry. You're not my type either. Jeez, my type is Koyo. That last part.
では、仕事が残っていますので、失礼いたします。
Okay. Our conversation was brief, but it was pretty intense. I'm scared. I want to go home. Hell is freaky. Phew. I walked around a lot. I realized I might be stuck here for some time, and it was best to memorize the roads. Though I'd rather not be in hell long enough to remember how to get around. Why can't Saya just put us back on the train? That's what I'm
今
wondering.
大丈夫ですか？お話ししたいことがあります。
Hello, Saya. I hope you have a good day at work.
ありがとうございます。ねぎらいの言葉をかけていただけるとは嬉しい限りです。
Well, I'm glad to hear that. There's actually something I want to ask about.
この短時間に何か行動をされたようですね。あなたの方から聞きましょう。
I went to see Minami and asked him about some lingering questions I still had.
南に会いに行った。
His smile froze and I instantly felt nervous. Oh, but, I just really needed to get some information from him, so,
なんと命知らずなのでしょう。あなたは死にたいのですか？
I'm not, but I think I had to see him if I want to be able to return home. Besides, it wasn't dangerous at all. I met him in a crowded place. Minami's voice guided me there.
声は一度あなたの夢に現れ、思考に入り込んだのが原因でしょう。今後もあなたの思考を読んでくるはず。気をつけなさい。心を無にする鍛錬をなさるのがよろしいでしょう。
Before, I wondered how Minami knew exactly where I was, but I guess that explains it. That sounds tough, but I'll try.
まあ、無事に帰ってきたようですし、よしとしましょうか。
Next time I see Minami, I should probably let Seiya know ahead of time. I made a mental note at that and told Seiya about my conversation with Minami. Of course, I omitted the part about him leaking my sheet.
神があなたをここへ。
Sarah gazed upward into the sky, lost in thought. Then, eventually,
南の言うことが真実なのであれば、ミサさんは
I attracted a god? But isn't it strange that he would send me to hell?
まあ神のなさることは理解しようにも難しいですから。ただ確実に言えることがあります。神があなたを異界へやったのなら、これは神隠しにあったと言えます。
What? Spirited away. I've heard that term before.
こういう各地の伝承と同じようにね、成見ヶ浜も昔から神隠しが多い土地って言われてるんだよ。精神的に参っていたり大きな悩みを抱えている人が神隠しに遭いやすいってところ。あなたは大丈夫？大きな悩み抱えてない？
Wait a minute. Was I spirited away just like the legends of Narimigahama? Was I spirited away because I've been struggling to find my future path? Chased by a demon, stalked by a god. Talk about rotten luck. Why me?
神のみぞ知るというところでしょうか。あなたから悪夢の話を聞いて、神それぞれに役割があるのを思い出しましてね。
So you mean each god is different? Seiya nodded, continuing his explanation.
おそらくあなたについていた神は人々に試練や苦行を与え試している部類のものなのではと。
So you think this god is watching me? Somewhere?
ここは地獄ですから、神が敷居をまたげるところではありません。
Minami has said the same thing, that I've been taken here by a god. But again, all of this information is just coming from Minami. Do you think he could be lying? And he'd actually be the one that brought me here? He's like blaming a god so he doesn't look bad?
悪くないと思わせる悪魔ですか。それはまた斬新ですね。
Fair point. Then I guess Minami's telling the truth. Well, if a god did this to me as you say, Seiya, then I suppose this really is some kind of divine test. I never imagined being angry with a god, but I was determined not to fail this test. If this is a trial, then there's at least the chance I could overcome it. I'll keep looking for a way home. I spoke with determination and saw Seiya smiling back at me.
あなたの心が折れていないようで安心しました。神隠しと仮定するのなら、私に提案があります。随分と昔になりますが、あなたと同じ境遇の少女がここへ迷い込んできたことがありましてね。
Tell me more about you. What? Someone else is spirited away like me?
あの頃の私はここへ入ったばかりの新米で少女の存在に気づくのが遅れて、私が駆けつけた時にはすでに化け物に襲われた後。
He seems truly remorseful as he recalled the events of that day. I felt guilty prompting further, but I had to ask the question. What happened to the girl?
この地獄で朽ち果てたのです。その後、未練のあった彼女は幽霊として今もうつしをさまよっています。私にできることといえば、彼女の遺体をこの地に埋葬するだけでした。
Given the circumstances, I think your kindness was the best thing you could offer. Like, you're a new hire. Surely there's other, like, hell wardens that could help. I meant it sincerely. Perhaps I was putting myself in the girl's shoes.
あなたのその言葉こそ私の慰めになりました。ありがとうございます、ミサさん。
I hadn't expected him to thank me, and I felt my cheek blush slightly.
この間、私には2つの罪があることを話しましたが、今のがそのうちの1つです。
But that wasn't even your fault. Why does that count as one of your sins?
少女には今も時折会いに行っています。自分勝手な贖罪のために。
She passed long ago, yet still wandered the mortal realm, unable to find peace. Seeing Seiya's sorrowful expression, I understood his pain. Could it be? Are you trying to help me because I remind you of that girl, Seiya?
申し訳ありません。
He extended his hand and I instinctively took it. I suppose we're both being selfish. I mean, you're the only one who could possibly help me get back to the mortal realm. Sorry. I mean, you will... you will absolutely 100% find a way to bring me back home. Can't you? Like, what do you mean you're not able to do that right now? If you're able to send Leika on parole, I'm sure you can, like, bring us back on the train, you know? I smiled and gently squeezed his hand. I'm starting to understand Seiya more. I think I trust him. Huh. I didn't like his reaction. I attempted to withdraw my hand, but he held onto it firmly. Hell, bring me out of hell. So this is what he meant by being a hopeless romantic. Glad I'm a hopeless romantic, but I'm not this bad. Referring to Seiya, he seems to always be falling in love, which is nothing if not worrisome. Is it safe for me to stay here with him? I'm scared. The hell? He guided me over to a large tube-like device in the room. Go? Where are we going? And what is this thing?
HO が使用している特別なエレベーターです。うつしおへつながっていて、罪人が逃亡した際に使用しています。
What? It leads to the mortal realm? Then why didn't I just use this to return home before?
残念ながら、聖者がこれを使用するとシステムエラーが発生すると報告されています。あなたの住む世界、うつしおがこの隔離のような世界へと変わってしまうらしいのです。
I see. The disappointment hit hard, quickly dashing my hopes of speedy return. But if using the elevator changed the world into something like the hidden realm, then why bothering using it?
今回に至っては問題ないのです。なぜならば、神隠しにあった少女、ユイさんを訪ねるのですから。
Oh my god! Oh my god, Yui crumbs. Oh, I'm getting fed so well in all three routes. Like, all three worlds. Oh, Yui. Oh. Sarah quickly checked something on his smartphone.
現在のうつしおの時刻は深夜2時42分。聖者のいない時間帯ですから、ちょうどいい。
Where are we headed?
あなたにゆかりのある場所、成見ヶ浜高校です。ユイさんはその学校の七不思議の一つとして数えられています。
One of my school's 7 wonders? The fact that this was somehow connected to the place I knew made me feel nervous and apprehensive. I swallowed hard.
ミサさん、覚悟はよろしいですか？
As ready as I'll ever be to see that girl Yui. I nodded silently. Sarah motioned me to enter the elevator. If Yui was in fact spirited away like me, she might know something useful. It was the first time I felt anything resembling hope since I arrived in hell. Kuda has like, oh god, not again! Not again, the place is red again. Right. I'm gonna stop until we finish seeing Yui, okay? Getting in the elevator, I noticed a small pedestal in the center. Atop the pedestal was something resembling a crystal ball. Sarah then placed a hand on it.
このエレベーターは乗車するすべてのものがここに手を乗せなければ動かない。 HO の職員の手のひらには紋章が刻まれていて、水晶はそれを認識するためのものなのです。
But I don't have one.
HO 以外のものが使用する際は、その人間の血液が代わりとなります。
So I'm okay to use it?
あなたは水晶にごく少量の血液を取られるのみなのですが
Sarah fell silent for a moment, appearing contemplative, then spoke again.
何せあなたはここへ来てから何も口にできないでいるでしょう。少量の血液でもあなたにとっては大きな影響が出るかもしれません。
I'm fine. I don't even feel hungry.
隔離での聖者はそれが当たり前。しかしここの空気に慣れていけば空腹を感じるようになっていくでしょう。
You mean I would starve to death? Sarah's eyes dilated, and I realized I had to return to the mortal realm now. All the more reason for us to hurry. I moved to place my hand on the crystal. I could tell instinctively. The voice I heard wasn't heard, but speaking directly into my mind. How dare you slander my girl! I tried to clear my mind, yet Minami's words continued to haunt me. I couldn't focus. Something in his words rang true. I couldn't move past them.
怖いのですか。けれどここで手をこまねいていても何も得られません。手に入る情報は少しかもしれませんが何らかの知識は得られます。もう一度いかに
Minami, shut your mouth. I believe in Seiya, because I am going to go see my girl, you. I am going to trust Seiya. Yow! How dare you! Minami! I am going to be with Minami. I ignored Minami's abusive words and put my hand on the crystal. I immediately felt a sharp sting on my finger, which slowly spread throughout my hand. Ouch, but I guess the pain's not as bad. I can endure it. Dizziness hit me for a second, and Seiya quickly supported me.
常にあなたの傍らにいます。ですから安心してください。
That's reassuring. Thank you. We smiled at each other, and I felt a floating sensation in my stomach as the elevator began to move. Eventually, the pain on my fingers subsided. For a moment, I felt nothing. Then, I heard a light ding and the elevator doors opened. I'm back at this! Oh. There before me was my school, a scene so ordinary, so familiar to me. I let go of the crystal and the elevator vanished, as though it were merely a figment of my imagination. It feels like it's been so long since I've been here last. It almost made me feel nostalgic. But the nostalgia was tingling with unease as the blood-red light akin to the hidden realm filtered through.
この学校の怪談話をご存知でしょうか。保健室の少女のことを。
A friend told me about it, but I don't remember the details. Wait, is the story about Yumi? Sarah nodded, sending chills down my spine. I never imagined actually meeting a ghost from our school's ghost story.
2点ほどお伝えしておきます。まず1点目ですが、ここでは自身の名を口にしないこと。幽霊にはいいものもいれば悪いものもいます。その悪いもの、悪霊に名を知られてしまえば呪い殺されかねません。
Just by knowing my name?
その通りです。ですから私もここではあなたの名を呼びません。
I understood.
2点目ですが、地獄への帰り道はエレベーターではなく、時間が来れば自動的に体が戻る仕組みになっています。ここでの所要時間はおおよそ1時間の30分ほどですから、最良の行動を心がけてください。
I'll do my best.
よろしい。では、ユイさんがいらっしゃる保健室へ向かいましょうか。
I nodded and followed Seiya as he walked towards the nurse's office. So the stories are true. The girl in the nurse's office. I wish I could remember what the story was about. I was nervous to meet her, but felt safer with Saya by my side. Still, this place feels a lot like the Hidden Realm. Is there any possibility that this part of the mortal realm will turn into the Hidden Realm?
その心配はありません。あなたがこの場から離れれば、写しは元に戻ります。
As Sarah said before, it seems like I was the one causing this effect.
今のあなたは異質な存在。その異質が写しと隔離の境界線に影響してエラーを起こしているのです。エラーの状況は見ての通り、一時的に写しが隔離の皮をかぶっている状態にあります。
It kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't.
しっかり理解しなくても大丈夫ですよ。
Sarah seems to sense my confusion and continued in a soothing tone.
私も確固たる確信を持って話しているわけではありませんから。この世でもあの世でも不可思議な現象は多く存在しています。
Can you stop talking? I want to see Yui.
今この現状もその一つ。説明がつかない現象なのです。
It's just also mysterious. Honestly, my friend Sayaka loves this kind of stuff. I wonder how she's doing. Approaching the nurse's office, I saw the door.
ああ、伝え忘れていました。彼女は他の幽霊との接触を恐れているので、あまり騒いだりしないようにお願いします。
Okay, understood. Suddenly, an arm reached around me from behind. Then I was pulled into a hug. Ah! Before I could even grasp of what's going on, I was consumed by darkness. Who?
おーい、いつまで
Bro.
暇なんだけど。
Hey, Minami, stop blocking me from seeing my girl Yui. Who is that?
俺の忠告を聞かずに勝手に地獄を抜け出してさ、何のつもり？
That
お
voice.
前にはお仕置きが必要だよね。とりあえず起きてよ。
My consciousness lifted from the darkness, leaving me in a daze. I looked around and found myself in the school's cafeteria. Aside from the fact we were in the other realm, it was a familiar scene. And there, sitting on a desk, feet dangling, was Minami.
おはよう。ねえねえ、あなたのこと先生が探してたよ。勝手に抜け出したからじゃない？
What are you talking about? Under the different circumstances, this conversation would have sounded like two typical high schoolers chatting between classes.
言うことを聞かない生徒には罰が必要って先生が言っていたよ。
His eyes suddenly flashed of crimson red. Oh no, I forgot. By the time I realized, it was too late. I was frozen, unable to move. Minami approached me slowly, stopping in front of me. No, I don't have a Khalifa flower on me.
ねえミサちゃん。ねえねえミサちゃん。どうして地獄を抜け出したのかな？
He tilted his head.
俺さ、勝手されるの大嫌いなんだよね。
I'll screw you for slandering my girl.
お前は俺の手の届く範囲にいないといけないじゃん。
Well, you're here, aren't you? Minami slowly stroked my lip with his finger. Suddenly, the pain was gone, and I was able to speak. What I do is none of your business.
ああ、そうなんだ。でもね、こうやって抜け出しても追いかけるよ。あの世でもこの世でもどこまでも。離れれば罰を与える。かわいそうだけど、怖い目に遭わないとお前は学習しないみたいだからね。
His words, his expression, and proximity made my body seize with fear. Back in town, he just watched, amused, and as I threatened to kill myself in front of him. Despite supposedly wanting my soul, it seemed as though he didn't care if I died. If you died, you still have your soul. He might really kill me here. No, but he'll probably hurt me just enough so I don't die. He told me before he liked watching people suffer and other cruel things.
それでは先生自ら罰を与えます。
What am I supposed to do? Kureha, help me!
よく覚えておきなさい。悪魔に勝つには心を強く持つことです。
Where's
して弱さを見せてはいけません。
Where's the girl with the lunchbox? Help me. Girl with lunchbox, help! That's right. I can't let myself be afraid. I refuse to succumb to this fear. Go ahead. You can hurt me all you want, but you won't break me. I will never give in to you. At that moment, my body was freed.
あ、そう。反抗するんだ。
Ignoring him, I bolted from the scene, running as hard as I could. I ran into a classroom and caught my breath. Phew. That was terrifying. I thought he was going to kill me. After catching my breath, I peeked into the hallway. As I opened the door, a girl I didn't recognize stood in the hall.
姉ちゃん、遊ぼう。
Her smile curved unnaturally upward, sending a chill down my spine. I stepped back as she followed after me, reaching for my hand. Her cold grasp told me she was a ghost. Let me go!
遊ぼう。遊ぼうよ。何して遊ぼうか。
I tried to free myself, but her grip was painfully tight. Ouch! I feared she might break my hand.
だから行くなって言ったんじゃんか。
Suddenly, Minami appeared beside me.
お嬢ちゃんは俺と一緒に遊ぼうか。
体動かない。
Her lips loosened. Her grip
ほら、お
loosened.
前はこっち。
Minami removed her hand from mine. Then... Yo! Oh,
こ
whoa!
の状況で話してもって言うのよ。
He might be a twink, but he can be manly. Minami muttered to me, then turned to address the girl.
ねえねえ、何して遊ぶ？あ、かくれんぼなんていいよね。それじゃあ。
Swag! Wow.
お嬢ちゃんが隠れる方ね。
He then finally kicked her towards the door. Minami? Oh my god. She flew into the hallway and laid flat on the
バイ
ground.
バイ。
Minami! The classroom door slammed shut. That was closed. I looked at Minami, who was glaring at me.
と捕まえた。お前さ、いい加減にしてくれな。行くなって言っても無視するわ。勝手に俺の呪縛から逃げるわ。
But I wanted to make an excuse, but seeing as he has just saved me, I found myself unable to reply.
何？言いたいことあんたら聞いて。
Well, thank you. Thank you for saving me. Saying that felt awkward. Minami was someone I feared, and in the past he caused me nothing but trouble and harm. Never in a million years did I think he would actually try to help me. I wasn't used to this feeling.
人間から感謝されたの初めてかも。気色悪い。
Bro, I'm ending the stream after this. Yeah, if you're gonna say it like that, if you're gonna be like that, then I'll regret saying it. Let me down.
でもミサからなら悪くないかもね。
Glad to hear that.
本当に悪くないな。ね、神がついてるせいで、お前の様子を見てるだけしかできなかった時、いろんな表情のお前を見てたんだよ。笑ったり、怒ったり、落ち込んだり、見てたら面白くなっちゃってさ。
His tone was somewhat sad, and I stared intensely back at him. What emotion What emotions did Minami feel watching me?
だからさ、こうやって触れたり話したりするのも悪くない。もっと俺にいろんなお前を見せて。ね、ミサちゃん。
Not when you kick a child. His words and expressions seemed different. My feelings about him were changing. But I wasn't ready to show him that just yet. You're right. That is disgusting. I mean, it's weird. Why aren't we fighting each other?
じゃあ険悪にする？
No, sorry. I lied. Civility is better. The minute I finished saying that, I immediately regret saying the word disgusting. But being civil, that'll be nice.
仲良くね。お前は俺と仲良くしたいんだ。いいこと聞いた。
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that either. Anyways, can you put me down now? I promise I won't run away. No, I will run away. I'm gonna see you. He took me to the desk and placed me on top of it.
まあ、今回ので分かったでしょ？勝手するとこういうことになるって。地獄の範囲内ならお前の様子を探れるけど、離れられると困るんだよね。
Is that why you told me not to leave?
それ以外にないでしょ？お前が殺されでもしたらどうしてくれんのさ。
Is he saying he came here to protect me? It all feels very strange. So you don't want me to die?
は？お前バカなの？新鮮な魂欲しいって言ってんだから当たり前じゃんか。
I know, but the other day at the shop, you didn't seem to care if I killed myself.
ああ、あれね。楽しかったけど、万が一お前がナイフを自分に突き刺そうとしたら止めるつもりだったし。
I see. But that means it would have been inconvenient for him if I died. So in a sense, you're like a guardian angel keeping me out of harm's way. I'm after this, and Minami sneered as if I had greatly offended.
そういうの気持ち悪いからやめろ。
Bro. But if something happens, that'll be bad, right? I've never seen him flustered before. It was new to me. But something about it tickled me.
くそ。もういい。勝手にして。
Bro! Make up your mind, bro. No, wait, I'm sorry for laughing. Actually, I'm kind of relieved you don't seem so scary anymore. I don't? He looks so offended. Minami looked glum. Minami? What's wrong? Minami gasped, then returned to his usual grumpy face.
お前が地獄に帰るまで俺もいなきゃなんないんだからさっさと用事済ませろよ。
Saying says the guy who interrupted me. Well, I guess that just goes to show how badly he wants to scold me before. Hey. I called out to Minami, who was walking away. Thank you for coming. Minami laughed.
別にいいか。
As he spoke, his expression returned to his usual devilish grin.
俺がお前を守ってやるよ。永遠にな。
Aww. That sounds a bit scary. Just as Minami was about to leave, Seiya entered the room.
南、やはりお前だったか。
The dogs are fighting. Sarah reached for the chain on his hip.
あ、俺それ嫌い。じゃあね。
Minami rushed out of the classroom, and I saw Sarah trying to throw his chain at him. I hurriedly rushed to stop him. Don't!
ですな。
It's okay. Minami saved me earlier.
わかりました。
Sarah let go of his weapon, and I exhaled with relief. We need to hurry out of here before Minami's moods get worse. Let's go see Yui. Oh. Damn, look at those heels. After parting ways with Misa, I had nowhere else to go, so I just ended up hanging around the place in a daze.
守ってやるんか。俺が一番キモいんだけど。
I muttered the words to myself, but didn't feel bad about them in the least. I've seen various expressions of her in the mortal realm, but when she looked at me like that, it was strangely comforting.
面白いやつ。
Until Misa disappeared, I want to have as much fun with her as possible. But I also felt like I need to hurry. I was getting attached in that way. Let's go see Yui. Actually, I will save here so we get to start the next stream with our girl. We will get to start this stream